Hey everyone, welcome to today's video. I decided to do a chit chat, get ready with me, and try out the new Anastasia Soft Glam palette, and then just some other products as well. I love how it came out. It's a really nice palette, spoiler alert. It's just like Modern Renaissance, like that formula. Really pigmented but easy to blend. So yeah, I think these could go with any class you want to wear it with. It's like a great all-around look. Goes with pretty much any outfit also, so I hope you guys like it, and if you want to see how I get to it and kind of what's going on in life, just keep on watching. So I already did my brows, obviously. I'm also going to prep my lips with the LASH sleeping mask. This stuff is amazing. If you guys haven't tried it, you need to. I use it almost as like a chapstick just throughout the day, but it's made to be a sleeping mask. But anyways, I'm going to try wearing a normal lipstick today. While on Accutane, I haven't been wearing lipstick because my lips are like peeling and dry. So I'm going to prep with that, and then at the end we're going to try to put a lipstick on. First, I'm going to just prime my skin so it can sink in. Wow, my words don't work today. I'm going to use the NYX Hydra Touch Oil Primer. As you all know, I'm on Accutane and my skin's super dry, so using an oil primer, it just kind of helps to hydrate my skin a little extra. Alright, so I'm going to let that sink in while we do our eyeballs, and then we'll come back to the face. Okay, so I'm going to start off by priming. I'm going to use my NARS Soft Matte Complete Concealer in the color Vanilla. I just like using this every now and then when I have like a lot of discoloration on my eyes. It's actually a concealer as the name suggests, but it does act as a really good eyeshadow primer because it just blocks everything out. Then I'm going to go ahead and set that with some powder just so it takes away like the tackiness. So today I want to play with the new Soft Glam palette from Anastasia. I just got this, haven't used it, but I love all of her other palettes, so I'm going to play with this today. I'm going to try to stick with like some of these shades. I have absolutely no idea what I'm going to do, so we're going to kind of just wing it, see what we come up with. First, I think I'm going to start with the color Burnt Orange on a Zoeva 134. It's just a fluffy blending brush. And put this into the upper crease area. Super pigmented, like it's supposed to be the same formula as the Modern Renaissance, so if you haven't played with that, basically they're super pigmented, very blendable, easy to work with, but you don't, like, you literally dip your brush in once and that's all you need. I think I'm gonna do some sort of a smoky situation. Okay, so it just lays down like a little bit of color so that the other shadows will be easier to blend into my brow bone. I think I'm going to use a lot of small blending brushes for this look. Next, I'm going to take a Sigma E45 in the color Sienna, and just a little bit of it, and we're going to place this into the crease but lower than that first color, and do kind of like a cat eye shape. Damn, so pigmented. Going into that first brush just to blend this out a little. So with this brush, I kind of just like map out the shape, and then I'll go in and blend with the first brush. Okay, so that's kind of what we have so far. And all I'm going to do is kind of keep repeating these steps with darker and darker colors. The darker colors I like start to use, I'm going to keep them lower and lower and not bring them up. Like, I don't want black up here. I want it as close to the lash line as possible. I haven't done a shape like this in quite a while. Next, I think I'm going to take that same brush in the color Rustic. I'm going to put this on exactly in the same spot, I think, just to take away a little bit of the warmth. Next, I'm going to take a Zoeva 225. It's similar to that Sigma brush, but just a different one. The Sigma is a little bit more pointed and fluffy. So I'm taking the Zoeva brush on Cypress Umber. It's a really dark brown. This is one of my favorite colors. Back in with our blending brush. So yeah, same as the Modern Renaissance palette. They're super pigmented but very easy to blend out, which I love. This is a great palette for horse shows. Like, it has everything you need to make a bold look. It has some of those shimmers, all that kind of good stuff, and great for weddings. So that's the first thing I thought when I saw this palette. Now I'm going to take a Zoeva 322. Yeah, it's just like a little slanted brush. Take a little bit of the black color, and we're going to keep this really close to the lash line. I haven't used black in a hot second. So I almost create kind of like a wing with it. And then I'm going to go back in with that last brush we used. Still has some of the Cypress Ember color on it. So I'm just going back and forth with going in with a little bit of black, blending it out. Trick is to not over blend black. It's the hardest thing to do, but if you over blend it, it just starts to make everything look muddy. Now I really want to use a little bit of mulberry. It's like a reddish color. I'm going to take a little bit of that. This is a Zoeva 227. I think I'm just going to put it right up here. Ooh, that's dark. So I'm going to blend it into the black and then up on this outer part. It's a lot darker than I expected. It's fine. We're going to save this. Just blend it out with our blending brush. Taking whatever's left on that brush that had mulberry, drag it in just a little bit on the crease. I actually like that. This eye always looks better because I start on this one, and so if I mess up, I like do it better on the other eye. I really want to add shimmer, but I feel like I never do all matte looks anymore, so I'm really torn. I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to take the color Sultry and just put it in the middle. Let's see, this is a Zoeva 226. I just got a set of these, that's why I'm using a bunch of them. This is my first time using a lot of them actually. So I'm going to keep this color right in the center. It's like a really dark bronze kind of reddish undertone shimmer. Just want a little, I don't want it to be really intense. And take a little bit just on my finger, just a little bit. Do we like that? I feel like I need to deepen this corner up now, so I'm going to take a little bit of Cypress Ember on that 225 again. Now I'm going to go in with Tempera and just clean this front part up a little. Tempera is like almost matte. It has a really slight sheen to it. My eyes have been so blurry. I think they're just really dry from the Accutane, so I've been using eye drops, but like I feel blind, I can't see. So if this doesn't turn out well, that's what I'm blaming. To highlight the brow bone, I'm going to go in with So Hollywood from Anastasia. It's a highlighter. It's like one of my favorites. Which is funny because when I first got it, I didn't like it. I'm also going to put this on the inner corner. Okay, we're going to take a break from the eyeballs. And we're gonna go, actually, first I'm gonna go in with some eyeliner. This is the Urban Decay All Nighter Eyeliner, Ultra Intense Precision Waterproof. Never used this. I've actually never even seen it, but a company reached out to me to try it, so I'm gonna try it right now. And then I'll leave a link if you want to purchase it down in the description. Ooh, there's, oh my god, that's so intensely black. Holy smokes. I love Urban Decay, so I didn't have any doubts that this would be great, but holy tamale. I don't know if you guys can tell. I mean, it's in my waterline, but super creamy, super black. Has a really precise little tip, so it's easy to get in between the lashes. But yeah, that's good. Okay, I'm gonna leave it like that for now, and then when I go back and finish my eyes, I think I might smudge some of this on the like upper lash line. Okay, so now moving on to the face. I am going to go in with two different primers. I'm going in with the Flower Cosmetics Perfecting Primer. I love this stuff. It is super underrated. This is really good for like smoothing the skin if you have drier skin, because it does give you a little bit of a smoothing effect. Nothing like the Professional, but like for my skin, even when I was not on Accutane, the Professional is too mattifying. Even their new Pearl luminizing one is too matte. This is hydrating and it has a smoothing finish. And then I'm gonna go over that with the Becca Backlit Priming Filter, just to give me more of a glow, because the foundations I'm going in with are gonna be a little bit more matte. Also love this primer. This is another great one for horse shows or weddings. Just gives you a lit from within type of effect. And it smells so good. It smells like citrusy almost. So for foundation, I've been trying out Jaclyn Hill's little trick where she does the Hourglass stick foundation and then the Dior Forever on top, and I really like it. I think what I'm going to do today, I'm branching out a little, I'm going to mix some of the Sephora Luminizing Drops in Ultra Light to make it glowy. I really want to be glowy. I'm going to go in with a little of the Dior one just on my cheeks because I have more breakouts. My dermatologist said I keep getting like little breakouts. My skin overall is better. But she said if I keep getting these little ones, which are hormonal, we're going to add in spironolactone while I'm on Accutane, which is, it's actually a heart medication, but it's what helps hormonal acne. And I tried it before I did Accutane, but it made me sick actually. So I don't know how that's gonna go down. For my concealer, I've been loving the Estee Lauder Double Wear Concealer. It's really nice and hydrating, and it has pretty decent coverage. I'm gonna set just my under eyes and like a little on my forehead with the Kojin Dough face powder. I'm also gonna set my cheeks just where I put bronzer and everything. I don't like to set my whole face now that I'm on Accutane because it's too dry. God, this little guy is so ugly. Maybe one day I will not have acne and that day will be a great day. Okay, so now I'm gonna go ahead and finish off my face. Guys, I have been loving this brush. This is a Violet Voss brush. Oh my gosh, it doesn't even say. It comes, she sells like a big set of them, and this is a contouring brush. It is amazing to get that really sculpted cheek. So I have been using the Park Ave Princess palette from Tarte, and I go in with Princess Cut. It's like this cooler tone one. And I just stamp that in the contour. And like kind of try to brush it upwards like that. I'm going to take a Zoeva 235 and Princess Cut. Just shade my nose a little. I never contour my nose with powder because it just doesn't blend well on my nose. Like it kind of just takes away powder. So usually I do a cream, but I already set this area, so powder it is. I think I want my contour to be kind of intense today, so I'm going to do the Kat Von D contouring powders. I'm going to take a little bit of the darkest one. Just put it right in that hollow, like really far in there. You have to be really careful with this color because it's super dark. But I do like just doing that little bit in the farthest part back closest to my ear because it really helps give that extra dimension. And then I'm going to take a little bit of, from the Tarte palette, the color Enhance. Just clean up my contour. And then I'm going to take another Violet Voss brush and my new favorite bronzer. This is the Becca Capri Coast. I actually didn't even realize I had this bronzer, and I found it in my collection. And I love it. It gives you a sheen. It does have a little bit of sheen to it, but it's beautiful. It gives you that sun-kissed look without, like, I'm not a really big fan of bronzer. I like contour, but not usually bronzer, but this bronzer is bae. So I kind of just use it to blend my whole contour together and up the perimeter of my face. Okay, now to highlight, I'm going to use that Anastasia So Hollywood. I need a good highlighting brush. I don't have a favorite right now. Just going in with a Zoeva 114. I like to load up on this highlighter. Don't get carried away, Emma. Next, I am just going to use a little bit of blush. I'm using my Hourglass Holiday Palette. Oh my god, the mirror's filthy. And I don't know what color it is, but it's this darker one. And an IT Cosmetics 316. This is the best for blush. Especially because I don't like a lot of blush. But it just puts a little tiny bit of a wash on your cheeks. So we are in the middle of moving right now and it's chaos. That's why I haven't been posting. We're moving into another house and renting it for 2 months because we're renovating the house we just bought. It's chaos. It is absolute chaos. So that's my excuse for not being on YouTube much. I'm just gonna spray my face. This is the Pure Cosmetics Miracle Mist. There's like hardly any left. I'm so sad. I just like to sink all this powder down because my skin is just so freaking dry, in case you didn't know. Okay, let's go back to eyeballs. Okay, so I'm going to take a little bit of that Urban Decay On Lighter eyeliner, and I'm going to put it on the lash line, like above my lashes. And we'll just see how it blends. Ooh, guys, I love this. It reminds me of my Marc Jacobs highliner, where it's super, super black and creamy and doesn't budge, but you can go in right away and blend it. That's pretty. I like that. It's been so long since I've done just that little bit of eyeliner. I think I need to go in with some more black eyeshadow also. So let's do that, shall we? Using the same brush as earlier, I'm gonna stamp over that and drag it up. Going back in with the brush from Cypress Ember. Okay, so on the lower lash line, I'm gonna take a Morphe M32 or 432. It's just a flat shader brush. I think I'm gonna take some of Mulberry because I really like that color. I'm gonna press it into the lower lash line. Sticking on like the outer 2/3. Then I'm going to take a Morphe R41. It's like a little pencil brush and a little bit of Cypress Ember, like literally the smallest amount. Smudge that out a little. I'm going to take that angled Zoeva brush with whatever black is left. Push it into the lash line. I'm going to go in and highlight the inner corner just a little bit more. Same highlighter. Okay, now I'm going in with mascara. My favorite lately has been the Lancome Monsieur Big. I don't know if I'm going to do lashes or not. I can't decide. I think I might skip out on lashes today. Okay, and then for my lower lashes, I always use the MAC Extended Play Giga Black because it is waterproof and my lower lashes are insanely long. Let's see. I think I want to use the Anastasia Dead Roses. It's a new... Let's try this. I'm going to line my lips with the L'Oreal Color Reach Matte Pencil in the color 110. Matte's It. Cute. Alright, let's try this lipstick. It's like a pretty mauve color. Never tried her lipstick. Ooh, that's pretty. Ooh, I really like this color. It's a little bit more like a berry color than I thought, but I like how it plays with the mulberry color on my eyeballs. Ooh, so pretty. Okay, I'm just gonna clean up my lip line with some concealer on a little brush. So this is the completed look. I hope you guys like it. I think you could use this for literally any class. It's really good all around look. Like I said, I think that palette's perfect for a horse show. The lipstick I really like. It feels like it's gonna stay. Like it's not the super creamy type of formula, which at first I didn't know if I liked, but it ended up like it feels like it's gonna stay. You know what I mean? It's not like sliding around. So do you like that? It looks good over my texture on my lips. Also, I got a new hat, guys. This is from Brinks Hattery. I'll link up to him down below. It's Kevin. Kevin used to work for Shorties. That's how we know each other. But holy smokes, I love this hat. Look how crisp that is. Like, I will see you guys in my next video, and thank you guys for being patient. I know I'm not uploading much, but it's chaos right now.